Words don't matter. People will understand your intentions. But reality is brutal. Your words are the blueprint of your mind, and the trap that keeps weak men small. Marcus Aurelius warned us, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts, and your thoughts reveal themselves first in the things you say without thinking." Today, you will learn how to rise above 99% of people, because once you master your speech, you master your judgment, your presence, and your destiny. And listen closely. Phrase number 3 will permanently change how you evaluate every man you meet, including yourself. Because here is the Stoic redefinition no one teaches you. A stupid man is not someone with low intelligence, but a man who speaks without awareness, leaks his inner chaos, and hands his power to the world one careless sentence at a time. If you're ready to reclaim that power, we are going to dissect the 7 phrases that act as fatal cracks in the armor of the weak man and rebuild that foundation with the steady, resilient, and profound wisdom of the Stoic male. Are you ready? Let's begin. Phrase 1. I know. The mind that closes, dies. These 2 words are not just the end of a conversation, they are the end of your potential. This phrase carries the most devastating power because it doesn't just seal off the intake of knowledge, it locks away the door to humble growth. The weak man uses this as a shield for a trembling ego, trying to prove he is not ignorant, not lacking. But here is the brutal, undeniable truth. No one gets stuck in life because they lack knowledge. Most get imprisoned by arrogance. Ask yourself this: what happened to the men you know, the ones who achieved success and then suddenly plateaued? They didn't lack talent, they lacked mental fluidity. They started believing they had the final map. They refused to see the world shifts every minute, and their old map is now obsolete. When you say, "I know," you turn yourself into a stagnant pond. Water stops flowing in, and soon enough, it starts to smell. Stoic philosophy demands you maintain the mind of the eternal student. The great philosopher Socrates famously stated, "I know only one thing, and that is I know nothing." This isn't self-doubt. This is the most powerful weapon of intellect. It creates a restless craving to question, to dig deeper, and to learn even from the most mundane things. The Stoic knows that acknowledging a lack of knowledge does not hurt their value, it reinforces it. Only the weak ego fears knowledge. The powerful ego seeks challenge. You must make a choice. Do you want to be the one who knows everything and is stuck? Or the one always ready to say, "I want to understand that deeper," and never stops evolving? Drop that arrogant shield. When someone shares an idea, instead of reacting immediately, maintain the curiosity of a child. That is the first responsibility of a man who wants to shape his destiny. Keep the mind's door wide open. Listen up. Nobody respects a man who stops learning. If you are unwilling to be challenged, you will quickly be replaced. Your arrogance is making you irrelevant. Phrase 2. It wasn't my fault. The man who runs from responsibility runs from freedom. This phrase is an active refusal of power. When you say, "It wasn't my fault," you are voluntarily handing over control of your life to an external force, the market, your competitor, your boss, or just fate. You turn yourself into a reed tossed by the wind, instead of an oak standing firm against the storm. And there is nothing that degrades a man's character more than that feeling of helplessness. This is the ultimate Stoic truth. When you refuse responsibility, you also refuse the power to change the outcome. You cannot control the world outside, but you always control your response. It is in that gap between the event and your reaction that your personal freedom is born. The weak man only focuses on who messed things up. The Stoic man focuses on what I will do to fix it and to learn. Look at the philosopher Seneca. When unjustly exiled, he didn't blame Emperor Claudius. He refused to let anger become his chains. Instead, he accepted the misfortune as an external event and then took responsibility for using that time to sharpen his intellect. That is inner strength, turning a swamp into a mental gym. Every time something goes wrong, ask yourself, what could I have done better? This question instantly shifts you from the victim role to the creator role. You reclaim your authority. Responsibility is not a burden, it is the master key that unlocks progress. When you take responsibility, you do not weaken yourself. You are declaring that you are the only one who dictates your future. Stop running from responsibility. Run straight toward it. If you remain a victim, you will remain powerless. As long as you blame the outside world, you accept slavery to fate. Owning responsibility is the declaration that you are in command. Phrase 3. I don't care what people think. Indifference is not strength, discernment is. This is one of the biggest lies a man tells himself. Most of the people who scream this phrase are actually the ones who care to a suffocating degree but are too weak to face the truth. They use fake indifference as a flimsy shield to hide their fear of judgment and criticism. But that shield is what stops their growth. True strength is not found in indifference, but in the power of discernment. If you are truly strong, you don't need to loudly declare your independence. You will calmly receive all opinions as a stream of information. You filter the gold nuggets, useful feedback, and discard the grit, unfounded gossip. The Stoics understood this perfectly. Emperor Marcus Aurelius taught us to be open to constructive criticism. He didn't care about the shallow flattery concerning his power, but he cared deeply about any criticism that helped him become a more righteous man. He said, "If anyone can prove to me that I am thinking or acting wrongly, I will gladly change." Your responsibility is to clearly distinguish things outside your control, malicious opinions, judgment from people who don't matter. Ignore them. Things that are valuable feedback, criticism about your skills, attitude, or blind spots in your character. Absorb them. Inner power is this. You understand your worth so clearly that you don't need external approval, yet you are humble enough to receive feedback. Replace self-satisfied pronouncements with composed consideration. Only when you are strong enough to take the truth can you use it to improve yourself. Don't mistake arrogance for self-reliance. If you shut your ears to all feedback, you are assassinating your own development. Fake apathy is just fear disguised. Phrase 4. That's just how I am. This is the phrase that turns a man into a bronze statue, inert, heavy, incapable of bending or growing. Statements like, "I'm just naturally hot-tempered," or "I'm not good at public speaking," are not descriptions of character. They are self-limiting declarations that transform your ego into a prison you built yourself. The core principle of Stoicism is this: you are a lifelong project. Nothing is fixed. What you call fixed character is actually just a habit repeated for too long. You absolutely can train calmness, discipline, and persistence if you simply decide to do so. The moment you say, "That's just how I am," you are inadvertently admitting powerlessness over your own ability to change. And nothing weakens a man faster than the feeling that he cannot improve himself. Epictetus, the philosopher who was born into slavery, never allowed his past or old habits to define him. He trained his mind to become the freest man, even while his body was in chains. He taught, "You must become the man you want to be, starting right now." You are not allowed to define yourself by past mistakes, but by the will to change in the present. Your responsibility is to break out of this identity cage. See every bad habit as an old, rusty link that needs to be severed. Replace the surrender statement with a commitment to evolution. That used to be true, but I am retraining my habits. The Stoic man doesn't seek perfection, he seeks continuous evolution. Change your words, and you will change your nature. This isn't character, this is laziness. When you say, "That's just how I am," you are refusing the duty of self-mastery. Stop imprisoning yourself in the past. Freedom is the ability to change. Phrase 5. I'll do it later. Later is a lie. Procrastination is not a minor inconvenience. It is a thief of time and a killer of self-respect. Every time you delay, you send yourself a damning message. The things I say are not trustworthy. A man who cannot keep a promise to himself cannot build any other credible authority. Here is the cold, hard truth. The only moment we possess power is the present. The past is gone, the future hasn't arrived. Only the right now is where action lives. Phrases like, "I'll make it up tomorrow," or "I'll send that email in a bit," are the sweet, poisonous lies you use to avoid momentary discomfort, in exchange for long-term regret and the erosion of inner authority. The Stoic man does not need motivation to work. He needs discipline to start immediately. Adopt the spirit of Benjamin Franklin, who questioned himself every morning to ensure action was taken. What good shall I do this day? Stop trying to make everything perfect. That is just another subtle form of procrastination. You don't need to jump far. You just need to stop standing still. Apply the 5-minute rule. If a task takes only 5 minutes, or you can start it in 5 minutes, do it now. By doing this, you are rebuilding your internal trust system. One small brick of discipline at a time. That is your duty to yourself, honoring your words with immediate action. Later is the language of mediocrity. Every time you delay, you are teaching yourself that your word is worthless. Discipline is not inspiration. Discipline is immediate action. Phrase 6. No one respects me. Respect is an internal game. When a man utters this phrase, he is inadvertently revealing a secret. He does not respect himself. External respect is merely the reflection of internal self-respect. You cannot demand that others treat you better than you treat yourself. Ask yourself seriously, do you keep the small promises you make to yourself? Can you control your impulsive emotions? Are you persistent with your goals, or do you quit easily? If the answer is no, then your feeling of being disrespected is both inevitable and fair. Power does not come from begging or demanding respect. It comes from self-generating it through consistent action. Cato the Younger, the Stoic symbol of integrity, was respected not for his power, but for his unshakable character, his discipline, and his uncompromising morality. He never asked, "Why don't they respect me?" He generated respect by upholding the highest ethical standards. The duty of a man is to build a foundation so solid that respect is a natural, unavoidable outcome. That foundation includes iron discipline, doing what must be done, composure, slow to react, quick to think, and words with weight, speaking little, acting much. Stop seeking approval from the outside. Start building the man that you must respect. When you do, others will automatically follow. People do not owe you respect. If you want to be valued, behave in a respectable manner. When you fail to maintain discipline, you are actively devaluing yourself. Phrase 7. Life isn't fair. The world owes you nothing. This is the desperate cry of an immature mind, a mind that expects the world to operate according to its own personal wishes. But here is the uncompromising truth. The world does not run on your emotions. It runs on the harsh laws of nature and probability. Injustice is an unavoidable part of the human condition. The weak man allows injustice to paralyze him, sinking into rage and self-pity. The Stoic man, however, calmly accepts it as an objective event and then searches for the hidden meaning. Epictetus taught, "Do not demand that events happen as you wish them to. Will them to happen as they do happen." This is the most powerful tool for achieving inner peace. By accepting what you cannot change, you release tremendous energy to focus on the only thing you can control, your response and your action. The Stoic views difficulty as the testing ground of fate. Difficulty forges resilience. Hurt sharpens clarity. Challenges refine your iron will. Your ultimate responsibility is to refuse to become a victim of misfortune. Replace the lament with a fighting spirit. What will I learn from this, and how will I become stronger because of it? Fairness does not create strong men. It is the lack of fairness that does. The world owes you nothing. If you spend your time mourning injustice, you are wasting time that could be spent fighting. Stop expecting fairness. Learn how to conquer adversity. Conclusion. When a man consistently utters these 7 phrases, "I know, it wasn't my fault, I don't care, that's just how I am, I'll do it later, no one respects me, and life isn't fair," he is doing more than just expressing emotion. He is actively rewiring himself toward weakness. The Stoic knows that true power is not found in muscle, money, or status. True power is an internal discipline. True strength is rooted in composure amidst chaos, discipline when exhausted, action despite fear, responsibility when failure hits. Words that are simple yet sharp. Your words are the exact mirror of your mind, and your mind is the force that will forge your destiny. If this video has awakened you at any point, if it has shaken the weak ego you've been sheltering, then this is your moment. Take 5 seconds and hit the like button, not for me, but for yourself. You are reinforcing the habit of choosing content that compels you toward growth every single day. If you are serious about embarking on this lifelong journey, building ironclad inner strength, resilience, and stoic discipline, then ensure you subscribe now. Every week, I send you new lessons designed to elevate your character. But the most important step is a declaration. It must be public. It must be a commitment to your higher self. Right now, I want you to make one comment below the video. Just 3 words. Let it be the vow you make to your future self. One single powerful comment. That is your contract with destiny. I choose mastery. Thank you for your continued support.